20 after 6 p.m. It's looking a little gray. We're headed north. We're just going by Lacombe right now. Just left after just getting back from, what did I have? 4 3/4 of a day down at Fernie. Hawking iron out of the bush. Good times. Got to do some mountain climbing. Didn't need to get pulled or let down any hills, which probably would have been faster. They're done doing all their like cleanup, remodeling, you know, making the countryside look like it was before they dug up all the pipeline, whatever you call that. I don't think it's remediation. That's something else. Reclaiming, refinish. Someone will know. Comment below. But anyways, so I was down there. We were hawking quite a bit of iron. There was only me and one Solaris dude bringing loads out of the bush, and there was some 20 odd pieces, and there's still about 20 more odd pieces left. And I was gonna stay the whole duration, but we got rained out. What's today? Saturday. It rained Thursday. No, Friday. Sorry. Friday morning, came out of the hotel. I was like, oh, fuck, sprinklers are on overtime. And I'm like, no, it's pretty wet, rained. So went to the laydown, had our meeting, and kind of like, it's not really up to Solaris if they're allowed to go up the mountain or not. So TC takes evaluation of the road. Is pretty treacherous in spots, I'm not gonna lie. It was fun, I enjoyed it. A couple tight bridges to get on with my Alberta trailer versus buddy with his BC trailer, which literally has enough deck to, you know, like squeeze a hoe or squeeze a cat on it, and that's it. Where I got like an extra 8 feet of trailer. The TC guys were like, oh, we're rained out, we're definitely not going up the hill. And they can't do any like final grading and recombing the countryside because it's mud, right? You basically just make more mess than it's worth when it's wet like that. And then probably 5-6 hours later, he's like, yeah, we're shut down till Monday. I'm like, well, shit. I'm like, well, seems all I'm already here half the day for free, sitting in a hotel. I was like, you got something I could just grab and haul and go home, because up to that point I didn't log anything. I was just using personal conveyance to drive from town to the laydown, which was only like maybe 20 minutes, not even 18 minutes outside of town. And then I personal conveyance back to town and didn't log anything. So I was like, well, I can grab something and header if you got something. It's like, well, we got a D7. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't. He's like, it'd probably be pretty tight for you to permit that up. I was like, yeah, I don't really know, because how much equipment you guys see me haul? Like, pretty much nothing. Especially with just tries. I had the red double drop, removable gooseneck. So I was like, well, I don't know the trailer. I know my truck, but I don't know the trailer. And it was Friday. The scales were open, so I couldn't like sneak up there and weigh and then be like, oh, I'm fucked. And then have to bring it back and be like, it's too heavy, or just shoot the gauntlet. Calgary was open today though. So he's like, well, I got a 6 in the morning. So I waited and stayed. I'm like, okay, I'll stay, because by 8 in the morning, I had a full reset. So I'm like, okay, because I was looking at my log while I was there. I'm like, I'm going to be here for like another 4 days. I'm like, I kind of went down there with like 34 hours, but you get back certain hours you didn't use through the previous week, which I can't see it on the app on my phone, but if I'm at home on my desktop, I can fucking comb through it and it tells me what you're gonna get. But it's kind of gay, because I'm sitting there sweating and I'm like, shit. So the rain was like saving grace, and got a reset because I personal conveyance back to to the laydown area like 6:30 in the morning, and then talked about stuff, and then drove back today with the D6, which I was gonna take to Nisku and drop off Selco Heavy Rentals or whatever. I think it's Leduc side, but then I get the text from the office like, probably gonna have to send you up to Athabasca. I'm like, what the fuck? Over? And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna get to Nisku, unload? Well, go from Fernie to Nisku, unload, and then come back because I have to grab my scissor neck, which I have now, and then drive to Athabasca without anything, really. Like, I'm like, oh, like, I showered this morning, but I was like, oh, let's fucking go home and have dinner, which there was none, and dump my footage that I got. Not that there's gonna be a whole lot, but I figured I'd take some footage so I could do something, right? And you know, Solaris is kind of on the but I'm like, driving down the mountain hauling equipment, there's not much to see. Well, there's lots to see, there's lots of cool action, but there isn't pipeline action going on all over the place, so it's not like you can not film. So I didn't film really anything in the laydown area, just me picking up shit, driving up and down the mountain, yada yada, stuff like that, which if I make the video, it'll be out before this one. Maybe I'll swap. We'll see. I'll work on it a bit so it's as awesome as possible. Maybe I'll slide this one in first. But we're going out to Athabasca. It's probably, I think it's south. Would that be south? No, that would be east. Yes, east of Fawcett. I don't know how far because I didn't really gauge it. Probably 40 minutes, if that. Somewhere in there, and then we're going to Gift Lake, which I guess it takes 6 hours to do a rounder. So we got 2 trips tomorrow, Sunday, and then I got the 14 wide I'll be hauling on Monday, and then we got 80 cubers as back hauls to Nisku when I'm done that. So, oh, like, I've been gone from home for like 7 days. I'm like, shit. It's kind of like, well, I went home, so it doesn't really count, but I'm like, I think that's almost the longest I've been gone away, besides that other time when we went to Fernie, and we were down there for like 2 weeks, but... So anyways, gonna go to the Petrocan truck stop. That's, I think it's around Fawcett there, and then from there we just shoot straight east to someplace and move these shacks, and then some backhaul action. We'll see what it's like. I hope it's not raining out there, because it could be really ugly and messy. Maybe, maybe not. Fuck, maybe we'll get lucky. Welcome to my bedroom. It's only a fucking spit away from fucking where I drive all day. Look at my snack bin is getting way out of control here. Keep buying snacks and I'm working on it. Some of that stuff is probably expired. Can be tossed. Yep, this is, nope, not yet. Road King. Curtain. Someone's gonna ask. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I've had it for like, since I was at Cyprus. Just, it's kind of nice, but if you're a guy that uses curtain every fucking single day and you're driving 14 days straight kind of thing, it's pretty good. I think some of the spots where it's like folded over and been rubbing, I have a couple little like pinholes because that's how I put it away. I also have the window curtain set, but it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, that's how it's done. Just a fucking sneak peek into the life of dude with small bunk. I didn't get nabbed by anybody. Is this a card lock? I will be driving right through Slave Lake anyways. So it's basically, I was looking on the map yesterday, basically all the way up to just before High Prairie, and then it's secondary 750 go north for like 70K. So I don't know, gotta go. So this is 44 that turns into 2, I think. Yeah, where it turns off, where it meets 2 goes through Athabasca to Slave Lake. So this is 44. Eventually it turns into 2 at some weird curve. But we gotta go an hour that way and load before we can go like 3.5 hours that way. Chip hauler behind me. But anyways, when times get tough, just gotta keep them wheels rolling. Don't ever let them stop.
copy. Back to.
Copy, Derek. Okay, then.
They can move up here closer to this lease battery there, or that tank you're just passing there now, if they can hear us.
Copy that, Jane, and Derek.
deal. I'll leave you enough room.
Yeah.
coming in off the highway. There's one more truck out there. He's going to unload on the road. I'll get that shack off the road for you, and after he buzzes into the lease there, you can come on out then. Okay. Good to go now, Brandon. Yeah, gotcha, fellas. Come on. Yeah, here we come. All right. That's like that. Better than that. Okay. Yeah, put it out there.
swampland. Looks like they might add some recent fire action out here after Slave Lake burnt down. Just turned at 750 and 88, which is, I don't think it's all that far out from Wabasca. Or is it Red Earth? Fuck, I got them all mixed up now. I can't remember which one's which. But anyways, decided to go on the opposite side of the lake to go back because there was like 50K at chip seal. It's like 80 kilometers an hour. And so far this way, the roads are way better. But loaded, obviously gonna go back the other way just because they might have an agreement of some sort, which if I make legal weights, shouldn't matter which way you want to go, but we are in a lot of the reserves, so there could be an agreement with the chief. I don't know. Fuck, what do I know? I always try to follow directions, which they put on the directions at the old end, allowed for. Roll up to the new end, no idea what the fuck's going on. Fucking straight off the pavement onto a skinny ass lease road. No place to like even kind of sort of pull over and throw on a set of chains, because I knew they said that this end was worse because it rained. Obviously, well, we're in the swamp too, so. And I'm just like, fuck, I hate going in blind, even though it was only like it was like one, actually it didn't even say it, but it was like probably a kilometer, if that. And once it came off the pavement, you could almost see the lease, but it was dropped down a hill. It's like, well, it's point of no return now. Show up there and buddy's fucking honking. I'm like, what? We're all on lad 2. I'm like, well, the other end was on lad 4. They put it on the dispatch. Either put it on the dispatch. The fucking hardest part of a rig move, communication. Would it be so hard to be like, okay, old end, such channel, new end, such channel. That way when everybody gets a piece of paper, they're like, oh, instead of fucking, we're scrolling through all the channels. When we try to browse the company channels, we're helping VDM. I didn't know that until they showed up. I was like, yeah, VDM trucks. I'm like, oh, this is a rig move. Didn't even fucking know. Anyways, I unchained my shack there. We dropped it right in the middle of the road. Floater boss came out, big red, scooped her up. I put on one side tire chain because we had to turn around in the grass. It's pretty snotty. I was like, well, my tires aren't the best. Might have been all right, but I'm like, it takes like 2 minutes, if that, but one half. So if we were to go back this way, we stop in Slave Lake, fuel up, go back to the old end, load, try to get back close to the lease. I don't know, fuck man. It'd be nice to have somewhere to get breakfast, because they expected 2 rounders today, and so far it's 2 p.m. What's the time we start at? 6:30. But I was like an hour away. Not even, I was like 40, but then it was like, we need 2 sets to go in there. Big lakes land. And I'm like, big swamp land is all this place is. Is that a moo-moo? No, it's just grass. Bet you there's lots of oil in the middle of that lake. Drill a hole. Get a barge. That'd be sick. So yeah, I should already be at the lease pretty much loading. I'm like 3 hours away. And I'm getting fuel. So we'll see how far we make it here, and we'll just keep soldiering on. overcast, no sun. It's starting to stiffen up, but still shitty. Of course, we don't have any VDM channels, so I can't even be like, hey, can I get away with coming in there barefoot instead of showing up barefoot and stock like a moron? Let's put on these grassy chains. Up. At least this way when you get stuck, you could be like, I got one set on. I didn't even, I just used the interlock this morning, but I didn't go around the lease, so hopefully I don't have to go around the lease, because I know it's way worse on the far end. But I put 2 sets this morning, and I didn't need them. So, trying to be Johnny Save a minute. Get loaded, get back to slave. Huh? Or what happened there? Someone got friendly with the willows. Slick over there. Lennox, you don't have to punch the fenders. You guys probably forgot all about that, but I know. Oh fuck, what an idiot. It helps when you put them on the right way though. Boomers to the back, Junior. You don't have to, it's just, I'd rather hang the boomers and pick up the slack like the tails versus picking up the boomers. I'm trying to do them up. Preference. You always want your boomers hanging, it's just easier. Hard time seeing tails these days. I don't know, it's because I got these wide mirrors now, or what? Should go a little bit more. You know I only do it to piss you guys off. Can't do the outside first. Just did it. Didn't make a difference. I don't know. You know when people say you have to do things a certain way? I'm the kind of guy that'll try to not do it that way. Just to prove a point. What are you, some kind of hotshot? No, not really. Just a fucking another person that doesn't follow rules very well. Is there anything wrong with that? Are you guys sheep? What is that? Can't remember. Are you sheep or are we men?
I'm the sheep that got lost, Madre.
I'm kind of a man, I guess. Just making conversation. Don't even fucking listen to me. Oh, that's healthy. It's not worth my fight. Cams are probably fucking still done up. Next set, camless. And if I get cams, I'm fucking taking them back. I'm probably gonna just go get my own. Because every time I ask for camless, I end up with cams. And they sit here, and they get all fucking folded and twisted. And then you try to undo them and get in here. Spend 10 minutes fucking beating it with a hammer, get your tire chain pliers out. Get mad at life. Coming in even though you're not on this channel. Lock that one. They got that KNC commander in here, 4x4 or 8x8, sorry. But it's quad floater. Sick. Got a shack on right now. Doo-dah, doo-dah. On the floor because it hurts my butt. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Fuck. I came the other way, I had all the rigs gone. I only seen like 4 loads. 14 wide, I don't have to deal with that tomorrow. Yeah. Just on the rentals. Oh, you're gonna make me go in that direction? Bit of first and high reverse. We'll get her built. Oh, there's that babe. That's the gnarliest floater ever built. There we go, more than that. Third and normal reverse. Kind of soft over there, not gonna lie. There's a big hunk of mud I don't want to drive over and rip off me mud flap. Oh, dead. Dead in the water. Too healthy. Seatbelt light flashing. I need to drive right where that hunk of mud is. flap, 'cause that would suck. Had it.
Did you hear me there, Don? Empty at the first gate. one that just passed Kenny to Derek.
Fuckered right down.